Every now and then, I run into people who are fucking crazy, right? Let's call this woman right here Karen. She don't know I have that on video, and that's all her fault. You drove into incoming traffic. You will have to pay for everything. She backed up with the speed of like a fucking running horse, bro. I was about to go on with my day. She decided to chase me down and confront me. Obviously, if someone chases me down, I'm gonna pop that fucking camera on, you know what I mean? Yo, what's up, guys? I actually want to tell you guys a little story today. A story about the time that I witnessed a hit and run. You know, I live in downtown Los Angeles. It's, for all extensive purposes, a pretty shitty place to live. But it's a convenient place to live for me because I work in downtown. So, you know, I don't have that many grievances with living down here. But every now and then, I run into people who are fucking crazy, right? So I actually have 2 crashes I witnessed. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of like a summarization of this story. Basically, a parking garage in downtown that I use a lot, I witnessed a hit and run and I recorded it. And let's just say the person that I recorded was not happy that I got them on camera. And I also recorded them confronting me. So this is probably one of my top American stories. It's a good one. Let's just say it like say that. Right here in this parking garage, the car back here, the black car, it's an older car. So let me tell you guys why I did this. I want to give you guys the reasoning why I snitched on this hit and runner. She had a decently nice car, a nice expensive SUV, and I felt as she can afford to pay for herself. This is a wealthy person, or wealthy, above average. She had a nice car. The person she hit did not have a nice car. It was a shitty old car who I knew probably had the lowest tier insurance. And when they got out from work or whatever, they would not be able to pay for the damages themselves. And they probably have shitty insurance, so they probably wouldn't be able to pay for it either. That's kind of where I'm at. The victim in this case, the person who got ran into, who was not there, was most likely poor. Let's just put it frankly. And the person who hit the car was most likely slightly above average. And another reason why I care about this, I live in downtown Los Angeles. When my girlfriend comes over, I have to pay for parking. It's very expensive. We have a better system now, parked in the same parking lot. But this was the parking lot that she was parking at the time. I was like, this is the parking garage my girlfriend parks in. I would want a person to help me and stand up for me if someone hits my car when I'm not there, basically. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna fucking go to war for this random car. So let's get started with this video. It kind of jumps straight into things, but this woman here in her fucking riggedy ass, leprechaun looking ass fucking shoes dared to run after me after I took a photo of her hitting another car. You can tell by these riggedy ass, fucking leprechaun ass, fucking 1, 2 step on my shoe looking ass shoes that she is well off, okay? You can just tell. Goofy ass. You can tell that this woman is probably decently well off. Dancing on a pot of gold looking ass. Fucking hell, bro. Now you guys all know why I went to war about this fucking hit and run, okay? Lucky Charms looking at. yeah. All of that, okay? Let me lay out the groundwork. I'm at the garage to pick my girlfriend up. She has just parked. It's pretty much next to my apartment. We just parked. We got our stuff. We're on our way out. Boom! We hear a massive ass crash behind us. And it's this person who I just showed her shoes backed up full fucking speed into this old, maybe 2007 car, right? And I was like, holy shit. And we kind of stuck around because like, hey, what's going on here? That was crazy. That just happened right next to us. And I get this little inkling of assumption that this person who hit this car is going to leave. I was like, you're going to leave, isn't he? You're going to try to hit and run this. You don't see that we're here. So I pull my phone up. I didn't find this video for some reason, but I record, zoom in for a picture. I wasn't recording at the time. And I took a photo of her car. It wasn't even of the license plate. The photo came out really shitty and I couldn't have tracked her down at all. I didn't get her license plate and I really messed up with the photo. And I was like, oh, well, darn, I can't help this person out. But me and my girlfriend starts walking down the stairs, or actually she starts driving towards us on the same floor. I'm like, you know what? I'm not trying to do this right now. I got my girlfriend right here. I don't know who's driving this car. Is this some crazy dude with a gun? Hey, this is America, bro. So I'm like, let's leave. We go down in the stairwell. In the stairwell, it's kind of merged with the parking lot. And I hear when we walk down the stairs. So she is actively driving down the parking garage, full fucking speed. And she goes 2 laps. So she drives down way faster than what we're walking. I'm like, this is a guy. For some reason in my head, I was like, this is a guy. He's going to try to kill me. That was my first assumption.
Stop! Sponsor time.
Hey, Future Love here to interrupt for a little bit of a breaking announcement. Today, I'm very happy to announce that this video is sponsored by FlexiSpot, my very first sponsor of the channel. So, as you guys know, I recently moved into my new apartment, and filling up your space and making it feel like home isn't easy. And that's why I'm super excited to be teaming up with FlexiSpot today. Their new rug customization tool is a really convenient way to find a rug that fits your exact space. Their new rug customization tool that you can see on the screen right now allows you to customize your rug to your exact requirement. And the finesse doesn't just stop right there. FlexiSpot's rugs aren't just any rug, okay? They're really smart. Like, they're actually a very smart rug. Love, how can a rug be smart? Well, I'll tell you guys I'll tell you right freaking now. First of all, they're super easy to install thanks to these little Velcro tabs that sits right in the corner of the rug. Not only does it keep the edges from curling up, it also makes sure the rug is locked in place. Even my cats have been running around on it all week and it hasn't moved an inch. Here's one of my favorite parts with these rugs. The rugs come with these thick foam pads that lays underneath, and not only do they help the rug stay in place, but they're also like super comfortable to walk on. It's honestly so comfortable that I decided to put this rug right here in my kitchen. So when I'm cooking or doing the dishes, I've got something soft and supportive to stand on. Now, obviously having a rug in the kitchen is pretty risky. You're inevitably gonna spill something on it, right? It's in the kitchen, come on. We all spill while we cook. But FlexiSpot thought about that too. All of FlexiSpot's rugs are fully machine washable. Just peel it off and throw it right in the wash and it comes out looking brand new, no shrinking, no fading, and no stretch. But wait a minute, there's more. All of FlexiSpot's rugs are Okotex Standard 100 approved, which basically means the rug has been tested for over 1,000 different harmful chemicals. No weird dyes, no toxic treatments. It's safe for pets, kids, and anyone else who ends up hanging out on the floor, okay? And as a cat owner, this gives me some peace of mind when my little furry monsters hang out on their rug, okay? Oh, and I gotta say, my cats, they love scratching things, right? They're pretty good, but they love scratching things. So they've been going at it on the rug, and this far, I haven't even seen a little scratch. So this rug is cat proof too. I'll put that out there for all my cat people out there. So if you want to support the channel, make sure you go down in the description or the pinned comment, click my link, and also use the code that's in the same comment for 10% off if you buy 1 rug and 15% if you buy 2. That's a deal that they're running right now for you guys. And as I said, this is my very first brand deal, so really appreciate if you guys check them out. So a big thanks to FlexiSpot for sponsoring my very first brand deal, and also a big thanks to all my viewers for being supportive. And I'll throw it over to Past Love. Peace and love. Fika for life. She parks on, let's say, the 2nd floor right in front of the stairwell that's going down. And when I go down, she opens her door and I see it's a pretty small girl. So I was like, okay, at least she's not gonna kill me right here on the spot. She might still have a gun. So I was like a little bit hesitant, but I'm like, okay, I don't want to be chased. I'm gonna confront this here and now. But out comes this leprechaun looking man, and I decide to just, okay, let's not have you chase us anymore, and I'm gonna confront you. And that's where this video starts. A little bit in it. She comes out here and I get my camera on. Oh my God. And you know, this is in public. And there's no privacy to be had in public. As you guys know, we live in the US of A, okay? So I will be showing this video. That's quite the outfit. Okay, yeah. Let's not go too crazy about her outfit or nothing like that. That's not the kind of market I'm in or whatever. I will make fun of her shoes, but that's pretty much about it. Where I feel comfortable, making jokes as such. So let's enjoy. This is the middle of this conversation. I didn't have the clarity of mind to pull up the camera earlier, but this is what we got. I'm explaining why I took the picture of her car after she hit another car.
I just knew that you would leave after hitting the car, as you're doing right now.
So I'm like, listen, I knew you were going to leave. You started to leave when I was taking the photo. I don't think you would have stuck around or left, because usually when you hit someone, you leave a note. Here's my phone number. Maybe like if it's really bad, maybe you'll call the police, like some shit like that. And obviously, it's within my right to take a photo of something like that.
First off, I got out. We can go check on it together because there was nothing
Well,
there.
there's damage. I saw the car.
So this is proof. She later on in the video, I'll give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek. She later on in the video said that she wasn't going to leave. But right here, this is an admission of guilt. She said, I left my car, I looked at the damage, and there was none. I will bet you everything on this earth that there was integral damage to that fucking car. She backed up with the speed of like a fucking running horse, bro. She slammed that gas pedal right into the metal when she backed up for some reason. I don't know why. The car that she hit skidded forward and shook after she backed into that said car. And she's claiming there's no damage. I went out and looked. Ma'am, this is a parking garage, bro.
We can go check on it together.
And she says, we can go check on this together. And I'm like, lady, we don't have to check anything. First of all, I'm not even that interested if there's damage or not. You hit that fucking car. Common courtesy, if you hit a car, you leave a note. I'm not above making mistakes. I'm not above that at all. I have never hit another car with my car, but I know a lot of respectable drivers who's driven for 30 plus years who have. Mistakes happen. Own up to it. Don't leave someone with a fucking bill. Let's keep watching.
Check on it together because there was nothing
Well,
there.
there's damage. I saw the car
I
shake.
understand, but if we can go back and look.
I'm not that personally
Well, what I
invested,
don't
but
like is that you have a picture of my car.
So here comes the real issue. She's like, if you want, we can come back and we can look at the car together. We can double check that there's no damage. And I'm like, to be quite frank, I don't care that much. I'm not looking to walk up back the stairs. So that's not really interesting to me. And now she says, my real issue is that you have a picture of my car. And she is self-reporting so bad. It's so fucking annoying. Or it's so hilarious. Because, as you guys recall, I fucked the picture up. I didn't have a photo of your car. I didn't have your license plate. I didn't have the make of your car. I fucked the picture up. I was about to go on with my day. She decided to chase me down and confront me. She chased me down. Obviously, if someone chased me down, I'm going to pop that fucking camera on, you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm going to record your dumb ass right now for chasing me, bro. Because you don't chase people down. It's some ludicrous shit. It's like, you took a photo of my car, I'm going to chase you down the whole parking garage in my car. Beep my horn at you. Let's keep watching here.
I'm not that personally
Well, what I
invested,
don't
but
like is that you have a picture of my car.
Okay.
oh, I have a video of you right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you're in a public. Just
So, you know how sometimes you have a social interaction of the more offensive kind. You're riled up, the adrenaline is pumping, and you get back home and you're like, oh, I wish I said this, I wish I said that. This interaction, I'm very proud of myself. Honestly, I felt like I said the right things. I wasn't mean. I didn't curse. I was respectful. I initially took a photo for someone else to help someone else out to prevent a hit and run. And then I took a video to protect myself. Like, I feel like I'm pretty in the clear here. So she confronts me. Hey, you took a photo of my car, but you're in public. I could do that even if you didn't hit that car. And then I say, well, actually, as a matter of fact, I have a full-on video of you right now. And she's fine with that, apparently. So I did get her consent to record her even.
Oh, I have a video of you right now.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're in a public. Just leave. Just leave. Just leave.
And here I'm like, just leave. I'm kind of over this. I want to go home. I want to get out of this piss-stinking garage, by the way. And I want to be on my way home. I want to get home to my cats. I want to kick my legs up on the coffee table, watch some TV, right? Play some Marvels. And I tell her, just leave, just leave. I turn my back to start walking down the freaking stairway, but check this out.
Just leave. You're
By the way,
driving after us, chasing us.
I'm exiting.
okay, so I don't know if you guys caught this, but let me clarify. I'm like, leave. You gotta leave. Don't follow me. You gotta leave. Exit. And she screams to me, but I'm exiting. I'm not sure about that, lady. You're outside your car trying to hunt me down for taking a photo of your car after you were involved in an accident. She's like, but I'm exiting. Ma'am, no, you're outside your car following me.
Chasing us.
I'm exiting.
You stopped. You chased us down.
You guys sneakishly taking a picture. Wouldn't you if you saw someone?
Okay, we park here all the time, right?
What do you guys think about that? That's so funny. Oh, brother, bro. This woman is claiming that she's exiting, yet she's following me in a car garage that stinks like piss. That any sane person would want to leave ASAP, unless they're caught doing a fucking crime. That's the only reason someone would track someone down for, quote unquote, according to her words, sneakishly taking a photo of someone's car. And by the way, some people in the comments might go like, hey, people take their privacy very, very, they take it seriously. You know, this woman, she had tinted windows. I didn't have a picture of her. So let's not even go there, just for the record. Fully tinted windows, like I couldn't see her in the photo. What does she expect you to do? Be like, okay, ma'am, I'll delete it. Yeah, can you please delete the picture of me committing a crime so I can go home without any repercussions?
Wouldn't you if you saw someone?
Okay, we park here all the time, right?
I pop off. Okay, so this is where I'm like, okay, I'm over this. I want you to leave me alone. You're scaring my girlfriend. This is where I kind of put my foot down a little bit. This is the moment I lock in. I turn into sassy love. I'm like, girl, you want to be sassy with me? I'm done. I'll be completely vulnerable and honest. I got scared. After that. Hey, and listen, I'm a little bit of a fucking. I'm always been the small kid being annoying. Of course, I had to take a picture of the hit and run. That's just in my nature. To a certain extent, I brought it onto myself. But hey, they scared me, and I was like, hey, you scared us, chasing us down like that. So now I'm gonna put it down, dude. And I still think I was pretty tasteful with it, personally. Here we go.
I'm exiting.
You stopped. You chased us down.
You guys sneakishly taking a picture. Wouldn't you if you saw someone?
Okay, we park here all the time,
This
right?
is it.
Yeah.
If someone hit my car like that, I would want someone to stand up for me.
I don't wanna. I'm not trying to like.
Chasing someone down, stopping them is very, very pushing it further.
I'm leaving.
You commit hit and run. Don't bother us. We're not bothering you.
Okay.
Let's move on with our lives. And that's your license plate.
I had to. We came to a bit of a conclusion. We were chilling. I was like, you commit hit and run. We're going to go about our lives. And then she was like, okay, that actually sounds pretty good. She was like, yeah, I'm going to commit hit and run. And you guys are going to go about on with your life. And then I'm like, and that's your license plate. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself because I felt like I was being too nice. You know what I mean? How bad did she hit it? She hit a parked car pretty darn hard to the point where the car moved and shook. At the most gracious take of what happened, the actual plastic bumper is going to break. The worst thing that can happen if you hit a car that hard, the airbags go off There's frame damage, which is pretty much totaled. Every time you have frame damage, a lot of insurance companies total the car. Like, that would be the worst end of it. Airbags, that shit will cost you a fortune too. If you have an old car and the airbags go off, your insurance company can sometimes say, buy a new car. Because you can't, because I've been in this situation. The airbags blew on my really old, nice car back in Sweden. I couldn't find the proper fitting airbags. So I got a bunch of money back on the insurance because it wasn't my fault. Are there cameras in the parking lot? I wonder what she thought would happen. She would probably get away with it, honestly. I don't think the person driving the car would have noticed until it's too late. So yeah, as you guys can tell, I got some sass in me as well.
You're gonna hit and run? That's not nice. Did you write?
Oh, lovely.
Great, that's great. That's good. Then we have no issues. Crazy lady.
That was the aftermath. There you guys go. That's it. So at the end there, she says she's gonna go down to the lobby. I bet you everything in the world. She was not gonna stop, in my opinion, personally. Because also, in the start of that interaction, she never mentioned anything of that either. Now that she knew I had a video of everything, she better have stopped. And I ended up, the day after, when I came back to the parking garage, I talked to them and made sure that they knew what was happening. Also, the way she chased me down, not very nice. Not very nice. So I don't know what happened, quite frankly. I talked to the people. They said they'll investigate it. And quite frankly, I stopped parking there a short while after because the whole interaction bothered me a lot. Yeah, I try to avoid social interactions in both regards, good and bad. I don't like either. I just try to skip both, you know what I mean? I bought this super cheap, just LCD, Bluetooth, speaker, backup cam, all in one. So there's a camera on front of it, and also there's a cord that goes back that sticks a camera to my license plate. I really recommend buying something like this. A shitty, cheap license plate, GPS, everything in one. You connect your phone to it, you're Gucci. The one I had was for Android, but there's stuff like that for Apple too. It's like $100, and you're never not gonna get a crash on camera, which is pretty chill. So this is what I caught. Let me show you guys. Driving on my way to get some food, I think. Pretty much rush hour traffic. Let's see here. Boom. You guys see that silver car come out there? We're a couple blocks down from a red light. It takes a very, very long time to get through. And people stop. There's usually always a long line. So yeah, this car right here, the white car stops. This can't be set up right. It's kind of shitty that the camera is right here. But the main camera you have is actually the backup camera. That's the main reason I have this. I didn't really care about this camera. I know it's kind of scuffed. But at the end of the day, it saved this woman who got hit probably a lot of money because I could prove that she was not in the fault. So let's watch it now with that context. Pay attention that this white car has stopped and this black car has not stopped. Me and this car are driving probably 30 miles per hour, I'd say. Boom. And this white car let that other white car by, and the black car rams right into the side of him. So you guys kind of see what's happening here. Boom. This car, you can tell by the side of this right here that it's all fucked. So obviously I pull in because I'm like, I'm gonna fucking be a witness to this shit. This is my place. I drive here every day. If this happens to me, I'd be pissed. Okay, that's kind of where the core of my issue comes in. I don't really care when I'm out and about and I'm not close to my house or whatever. But when it's my neighborhood, fuck yeah, I'm gonna stand up for my fellow downtown Los Angeles people. And I'm like, this could be me. I want someone to stand up for me like this. So we pull in here. Obviously, this silver car is all shooketh. So she pulls in here. She pulls in here. And I pull up a little bit in front to record this video. Oh yeah, look. Okay, so let's call this woman right here Karen. And let's call this the victim. Karen right here immediately flies out of her car and starts yelling at the victim. And you can see her. She's pointing. She's doing all sorts of hand gestures, right? And I'm like, oh boy, I'm gonna fucking storm in here and show them. I'm already so riled up. The adrenaline is pumping. And I'm like, oh boy. Because I saw her come out and she was pointing at her. She was yelling. And I was like, oh, she don't know I have that on video. And that's all her fault. So I'll get into this more later. Obviously, you can't prove this. But a gut feeling is a gut feeling. And hear me out. I have a sense that this white Karen motherflower actually is very racist, okay? And actually, the victim here was South American. So that was my, gut reaction. Who knows? I mean, maybe she was just mean to everyone, right? But to me, this all came off as very, very racist. I was like already sizzling in my car, dude. I was about to pop out there. Like, oh, I have you on video. I parked my car a little bit up the road. And while I'm walking down to these people, I see her like badgering her, screaming at her, the Karen. The first thing, because I try to be fair. It's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Because it was a pretty violent crash. I mean, it wasn't super violent or nothing. I could tell they were both very shaken up. The victim has some pain in her neck. She thinks she's at fault. What happened was there's a 2-lane street that goes this way, and then there's a crossway that goes this way that without stops, or there's stop signs for the crossway, but the other one is just a main street, no stop signs or nothing. Can you draw? Actually, I can draw this here. We are traveling in this direction, both lanes, boom. This is me, this is the victim, and this is the dumb car that let the other car by. So this car is fully stopped because this lane, there's multiple cars here still in a line while this lane is flowing. So we're driving 30 miles per hour pretty much. This is the road. It goes cross like that. This Karen is traveling here. She's already passed these 2 lanes that goes here because there's no cars coming that way. And now she wants to pass our lanes. She thinks both lanes are stopped, like this one. So she proceeds, gets let by here, and then proceeds into our lane. Our lane is zooming by. So this car lets this car by, and she thinks it's all clear because this car lets her by. And boom, right into this victim's car right here. Where is the stop sign? There is a stop sign here, only for this road. This road has no stop signs or no reason to stop for this car. This is a main street that people zoom on. This car ends up in front of this car while we're driving 30. Boom. Really hard crash. And let's go ahead and watch the video again, I guess, with that in mind. Here you guys go. Boom. White car stops. Let's buy the silver car. Boom. We crash into them. It's like not too bad crash, but it still could have caused pretty bad. They call it a suicide gap. I've heard of that too. I would never let anyone buy like that. I think it's pretty careless. But basically, we pull over here and we chat about it. The Karen woman, she's already like being super mean to this other victim. I come up, ask, how you guys doing? Immediately, the victim says, I'm doing okay. I have some neck pain. And the other lady's like, I don't know, but my car's messed up. She drove like she's just starting to ramble about how it's the victim's fault. I'm like, okay, so first of all, I tell this to the victim. Like, I'm not talking to this fucking lady, Karen, anymore. I'm like, this was not your fault. I have everything on camera. She is 100% at fault. And I've like at this point stopped talking to this Karen ass motherflower. I'm done with her. I'm like, you're shill. Your insurance and her insurance are gonna pay for this. You're shilling. Then this Karen comes up in my face, comes in between us. And it's like, hello, didn't you see it? I was let through. The other car let me through. And I was like, no, ma'am, you weren't let through. You drove into incoming traffic. And she's like, no, but, and like she's trying to argue herself into being right, like it will matter to get me on her side, anyways. What does it matter? I'm just a bystander. I'm not the police. And I'm like, I have everything on video, ma'am, Karen ass motherflower, and you will have to pay for everything. I said something really rude like that. I think this is like pretty much exactly what I said. You will have to pay for everything. You're 100% at fault. You fucked up or something like that. because I was getting annoyed with her. And then I reassure the victim again. I go back to my car. I record it. That's the video you guys saw. And I sent it to the person who got hit. And she's like, can you send it to me too? And I was like, no, she got the video. You guys figure it out. And then at this point where after I've like pulled it up on my dash cam and like recorded it, at this point, 3 of the Karen's co-workers also came to the scene. And they're all like in business attire. By the way, I will add, so you guys can kind of get the same vibe as I got. This Karen who got hit, or who was at fault, she was like wearing like office attire, like a skirt and like a suit kind of thing. So she was definitely well off. And she was like screaming at this poor victim about this and that. And I'm not usually a person to point all this sort of things out. But the pastiest motherfuckers out there, as white as me, and you know it's bad. You know it's bad when that's the case. Yeah, they're all wearing suits, and they're all like, yeah, I think you're fine. I think it wasn't your fault. And they're like all trying to reassure her. I come up again, and I can tell they're being hostile again against this poor woman. And I'm like, no, I got everything on video. I showed all of them. It's like she pulled out in front of incoming traffic, and I had to explain it to them. I sent it to this woman, and I'm like, here's my phone number, here's everything that you need, here's my phone number, email. I was on my way to get food. I think this was right after work, and I was like, I'm not trying to sit here, wait for the cops and all that. I tell her, hey, listen, if you need anything, call me, but unfortunately, I'm not gonna wait for the cops. Also, I don't really fuck around with cops. Like, I'm not trying to, I stay away. That's how I prefer dealing with cops. I'd rather not, pretty much. I also get like all scared of American cops. So I'm like, you call me, you have the video, you shouldn't have any issues. She understands. I think I lied and I said I have a meeting to attend or some shit. And that's that for a while. Then she calls me later at night and she's like thanking me. And I feel like this, now it starts to sound like a fake story. But she called me at night. She thanked me, dude. And she said that the video was all the police needed. And it was like GG. It felt really nice to hear that. And she texted me too the day after. And that felt, yeah, Keem scripted story, fake story. No, it was really nice to hear that, honestly. Sure. I know that sounds fake, but listen, it felt nice. And that was pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. And that was that. I hope they're doing well, and I hope that fucking Karen is doing awful, and I hope it fucked her insurance up real good. And let's take one final look at her. Look. Oh, she wasn't. Yeah, no. Okay, so she's wearing like some sort of floral blouse. What I remember wasn't really accurate, but like she was business casual, I think you refer to it as. And she had her hair like all tied back and all stuff like that. And that right there is the poor victim, who was very nice and gracious. Karen detected. Oh yeah, it was a bad Karen. I bet she went to work the day after and it's like, yeah, that was horrible, and like she was probably like trying to claim that it was the other person's fault, because I could tell she was just that kind of Karen. I'm getting tired. I've been streaming for 3 hours. That's usually my goal. Alrighty guys, me and Bo are gonna go to bed here, or we're gonna go watch some TV, huh? You want to go watch some TV? He wants to. Thank you guys for hanging out. GG no re, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Fika for life.